duplicates don't exist. What's going on, guys, and welcome to a new video. And today is a very exciting video. I've been working quite a long time on this video, and basically Lego Star Wars CMFs have been very heavily rumoured for probably next year or the year after. And there's been lots of videos basically of people's guessing what there's going to be. They're going to do it by film, they're going to do it by this, they're going to do it by that. And I have basically kind of been thinking about this, and I have thought of a way that Lego can make bank and also keep us, the Lego community, happy. Well, it will definitely keep me happy. I'm sure it will keep lots of people happy. And basically my idea goes back to when Lego used to push build your army. They used to push this on us loads. They used to say on the original 8014 Clone Trooper Walker Battle Pack, build your army. It was on the box. It was in the corner, in the little corner on the box. And obviously we've had Harry Potter, but the most annoying thing about these CMFs, right, is I have bought the odd one because I think you go into a shop and you think, oh, what can I get? Oh, I don't want that Lego set, don't want that Lego set. Oh, I'll spend £3 on a CMF. But and then you get that, you get duplicates, which are fine in some ways. That's what you're gonna get with collecting anything like that, like playing cards, CMFs, anything you collect that you don't know what you're going to get in the packet, is a good chance you're going to get a duplicate. But this is my idea, basically. So my idea is they can make a clone style CMF series. So what do I mean by that? Basically, I think that they could have a phase 1, a phase 2, an animated, a non-animated. They could bring back phase 1 animated clones. This is the example that I've made personally. I've spent hours making this, so I hope you think like the look of it. Obviously these are custom clones, mainly made by someone called Star Wars Fanatics or AV Figures or something like that. So I'll link down the Instagram page where I got most of these pictures from. And these are basically clones where doesn't matter how many you have. So my big idea was, say the animated phase 1 clone, for example. This is an amazing army builder. Right now I'm trying to build an army of him. Obviously I wish when I was 10 years old that I thought, you know what, in 10 years time I'm going to want an army of these, so I need to buy loads. I didn't think that then, and now I'm paying quite a lot of money for just individual clones. You're paying like £4 maybe per clone. I had a thought, Lego could make a Clone Wars series, CMF series, basically just clones, right? And rather than you being able to get duplicates, it doesn't matter, basically. So you have it in like rarity. So the old trading cards, like I used to collect football cards, and you'd have rarity. Obviously you could get duplicates of them, but you'd have a shiny one, non-shiny ones, rainbow ones, and all that stuff. So in my example here, I've got Geonosian Troopers, I've got an ARF, a fancy ARF Trooper. Those one could be the rarer ones. They could be 1 in a box. There could be 3 ARF Troopers in a box. There could be 1 Geonosian Trooper. They could finally bring out the Clone Wars style Snow Trooper that we never got, why we never got that, I don't know. They could bring out, so obviously the phase 1 plain white Clone Trooper will be the normal clone. It will be the most regular. Say in a box of 50 packs, there will be 25 of them. 25 of them will be normal phase 1, which no one's going to argue getting, because everybody would be like, oh, that'd be so cool, I want that in my collection. And then you could have like a horn company that, for example. Lego obviously have already made these clones, and you would hope that if they were to do it, they would do it different. They would make clones that we've never seen before. There are loads of battalions in Clone Wars that we actually see and have never made. So there's Horn Company, they could be 10 in a box. So that makes 35. You know what I'm trying to say here? And then you could have Coruscant Guards. You could have 212 clones that we haven't seen before that are rarer than the plain whites, but not as rare as the Geonosian Trooper. You could have a plain white ARF Trooper. They could bring all these clones back, and people are not going to mind. People are not going to mind going out and thinking, oh, there's no Lego Star Wars sets I want to buy today, but I do want to kind of bulk out my clone army, so let's buy 5 packs and see if I can get the Geonosian Trooper that's rare, that's 1 in 50 chance of getting it. And these are just a few examples. There could be like a Chrome Trooper where there's only 25 in the whole world or something daft like that, which would be like an incredible collectible. Kind of like the Mr. Gold figure, is it? That they did 1 year in CMF. There would just be so much potential. And this could even run alongside like a normal Star Wars CMF. So you would have the yearly Star Wars CMF where you get 16 characters, but you don't even need to have many of these. You could have 8 in a series, have them on the shelf for 6 months. People can buy as many as they want, as long as people know they're going to retire. It doesn't matter. Will be like a cheap-ish way to build your army, because there is no reason why you wouldn't need 100 of them. You could go out, you could buy 5 boxes and you would never technically get a duplicate because they would just all be adding to your clone army. Like they could even bring out something like a chart where you can count how many you've got. You usually have the tick list where you tick, oh, I got number 1, I got number 2, I got number 3. And the good thing about this is there is so many clones in Star Wars that they could make series 1 of just clones. They could make series 2 of different coloured phase 1 animated clones. They could do phase 2 animated clones, like we've just had the new 5 First Battle Pack. They could do loads of different ones with that because people do want to build their armies. It is like a massive community of people that would love to build their army, and maybe I could potentially, even if they actually did this, which they won't, let's face it, this is too good to be true, I could buy a box, not even open it. Like, that's how good it is, because duplicates don't exist. Doesn't matter how many you buy, because you will just gain as many as you want. You can have as many as you want, and you would hope to get the rarer figure, the rarer Geonosian figure, the Snowtrooper figure, maybe something like that. Shadow Arf Trooper, obviously that was a promotion, but that's an example. They could do a fancy, could do like a Dark Trooper, a Dark Phase 1 animated clone trooper. They don't even have to do it animated. The reason I've done animated is because these are my favourite clones, and basically I wanted to build it around here. So if anybody ever sees this, we do want animated phase 1 clones, but well, I do. Because usually what LEGO do is they release like a fancy clone, so it's a Wolfpack Trooper in a set like the Republic Frigate, which, yeah, great, holds its value. But if you want more than one, you're paying about 25 quid for a character. It basically in Star Wars is actually like not common, but there's more than one of them. Or the alternate way is to buy 2 Republic Frigates, and then you get 2 Commander Wolfies and 2 of like all the main characters. So this is just like my kind of idea to cut out the fact that duplicates, basically, because a real off-put is obviously it's a risk, it's a gamble that you buy these packs and you'll get 2 of a character, which is fine. I suppose it doesn't really matter to LEGO, but financially it works out better for us, it works out better for LEGO, because like people, there is no limit. Once you collect the 16 Harry Potter figures or the 22 Harry Potter figures or whatever, you don't buy anymore, you don't need to buy anymore. What's the point? But with this Star Wars Clone Wars clone series, like, so I emphasize clone because they don't even have to do this as the main one. They could just have 8 clones in a series, bring it out every 6 months or bring them out yearly. Doesn't have to be any schedule to these, because just the longer they make them, the more money they will make. That's how these will work basically for LEGO, because everybody is into army building. Everybody are into their colourful clones. Yes, people are into their custom clones, their decal and things like these days. It's mainly because LEGO have never made like all the cool battalions. They've only ever made the plain white, the Horn Company, and in the phase 1 animated style, which is the one I'm exampling here, they never made the Geonosian Trooper, they never made the Flamethrower Trooper, they never made the Snow Trooper. There was just so much potential here, and I just think business wise for LEGO it would make sense, collecting wise for the LEGO community it would make sense. I mean, alright, these clones won't hold value because there will be so many out there, but if they did do it every 6 months and you just bought as many as you can, that means there's only a limited quantity of the Geonosian Trooper that there's 1 in 50 chance of getting, or the Arf Geonosian version where there's 5 in a box, so there's a 5 in 50 chance of getting it. So there will be rarer, so there will be more rarer figures than others. And the whole idea is this is build your army that I put on the packet here that I made, the example packet. And I just think it would be it would be an amazing idea for Star Wars to do. I don't think they're ever going to do it. I do think if they do a Star Wars CMF, it will basically be Jedis that we've never seen, or it will probably be Obi-Wans, it will probably be a farm boy Luke that we don't want, and there'll be things like that in it. And yes, I agree that this is very particular, just clones. Obviously it doesn't, there's lots of people out there that love all sorts of Star Wars, and I do too, so they don't even have to just do this. They could do Stormtrooper versions, they could do Rebel Trooper versions, they could do droid versions, do different coloured droids, I don't know. There would just be so much potential for this, and I just think it would make LEGO loads of money. It would make people be able to build the craziest armies like possible. And it doesn't even mean like, I don't mean add the commanders in here like Commander Fox, Rex, Cody, Gree, Wolfie, Doom, any of them like that. They could add those exclusively to big sets that make them big money like they have done before. So these are just basically the normal clones that are just great army builders. I've worked very hard on these pictures to try and make them look like as realistic as I possibly can with the Photoshop skills I've got. But yeah, I really hope that LEGO do this. I doubt they would ever even see this video and care, so I don't think that's going to it's not even going to be an idea of Legos. And this isn't going to happen, but I would love to see something like this. Maybe it's just because I'm building a clone army, because there's probably lots of Lego collectors that aren't bothered. But like I said, it wouldn't even have to be like a main thing. It could be a sub CMF series. It only lasts 6 months alongside the one that lasts the whole year. I don't know. It's just a basic idea and people can think what they want of it. It's obviously, you can do phase 1 animated, you do phase 1 movie style as well. There will be like endless possibilities for anybody that wants to make these things. Like if somebody isn't bothered about animated style, because they say only lasts 6 months, in about a year and a half they could think, right, we've done phase 1 animated, then we did Stormtroopers. Let's do phase 1 film version. So, I don't know, there's just like kind of endless possibilities. And with the idea of a Star Wars CMF, it's great. When I first heard it, I thought, oh, this is going to be so good. And that's what made me really start collecting these Harry Potter ones, to get an idea of what we're going to be getting later on. I can't wait for Star Wars CMF no matter what they bring out, but it's going to be annoying when I get 2 of the same characters and the other character, basically because they sell for nothing as well, because there's so many of them. It would just be kind of a waste of your money. But it is what it is. That's how Lego make their money. It's just my crazy idea that if I was a Lego employee, I would pitch to whoever it would go through, whatever. But it would be a great way to bring back classic clones that are never going to come back, because obviously Star Wars The Clone Wars has finished, even though it's very, very relevant still. It's finished, so they're probably never going to bring them back, especially the phase 1 ones. Now they've only just finally released a phase 2 Clone Wars really animated style of it. But yeah, so this has been my video ideas. Leave what you think of the idea down in the description below. A like would really be appreciated because of the amount of effort that went into making these posters and things. And yeah, if you enjoyed the video, hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.